Far beside the shining blue sea, where gentle waves rolled softly onto the sand each morning, there stood a small fishing village filled with wooden houses, coconut trees, and dirt roads. The air always smelled of salt water, grilled fish, fish soup, and warm rice drifting from tiny kitchens near the shore. In one small house painted pale blue, a young boy named Roy lived with his grandparents. Roy was kind, hardworking, honest, obedient, and quiet. His grandparents were already old, but every single day they woke before sunrise to cook homemade Filipino food that they sold beside the village road near the sea. Even though Roy was still young, he never complained about helping his grandparents. Before the sky turned bright each morning, Roy climbed out of bed while the moon still hung above the ocean. The cool sea breeze slipped through the bamboo windows while roosters crowed in the distance. His grandmother was always the first to awake every day. Warm yellow light glowed from the kitchen as steam slowly floated into the dark air outside. Roy quietly washed his face, tied his slippers, and hurried into the kitchen. The small room was already alive with movement by his grandparents. His grandfather carefully cleaned fresh fish on a wooden table while his grandmother prepared vegetables beside a large pot of rice. The sound of chopping onions echoed softly through the house. Roy immediately began helping his grandparents without asking. He washed tomatoes, peeled garlic, sliced calamansi, and picked fresh kangkong leaves from baskets gathered the evening before. Sometimes his small hands smelled like ginger and soy sauce before sunrise even arrived. Some days they also made the special chicken adobo. Roy helped crush garlic using a stone mortar while his grandmother marinated chicken in soy sauce, vinegar, peppercorns, and bay leaves. His grandfather stirred the simmering adobo carefully, while thick brown sauce coated the chicken with glossy warmth. Other mornings they cooked pancit with vegetables. Roy carefully separated noodles with his fingers while colorful vegetables waited nearby. Sometimes they also prepared the famous lumpia. Roy patiently rolled each wrapper around vegetables and seasoned meat, while his grandmother folded the edges neatly. The entire house smelled warm and comforting by the delicious foods. After preparing the meals, he helped place the food into metal trays and containers. As sunrise painted the sea golden orange, the family pushed their small food cart toward the roadside near the beach. Fishermen returning from the ocean often became their first customers. After helping serve breakfast, Roy hurried to school carrying old books inside a faded bag. And sometimes love quietly lives inside a small seaside kitchen, where a young boy carries warmth to others one meal at a time.